We're so glad you're spending time with us today. Your support is always appreciated here at CSL. Remember, there's several ways to give. As you watch today's service, you can click on the donate button right here on Facebook or donate at our homepage, cslftl.org. There's also a regular giving program called TPL, where you can set up a monthly contribution. You'll find details on our website, cslftl.org. Here's a great way to stay in touch with CSL Center for Spiritual Living. It's our brand new app available in the App Store under Center for Spiritual Living, FL, and that's Florida. Make sure you say hello to everyone today in the comment section and let us know your thoughts. We're so glad you're here. Enjoy the celebration.
Good morning. Good morning, CSL.
Morning, morning.
Good morning.
How y'all feeling? Y'all feeling good? All right, let's all stand up and do our opening song, which is Spirit is in this place.
Have come here as we are.
Good morning, CSL. Happy Sunday to you all. So welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Fort Lauderdale. I am Reverend Tina Miggs, and thank you for joining us in person or online. And just a reminder, if you can't be in the room with us, there are 3 ways in which you can join our spiritual community online: Facebook, YouTube, or via the website at cslftl.org, and you just select the live stream tab. If you are a first-time guest, we are so glad that you are here, and we have a gift for you. So if you haven't had a chance already to fill out our visitor card, please stop by guest services to complete one. And let us know how you found us, your name, your email address, and we're going to gift you with these beautiful mala beads. And you can use those during your meditation practice or wear them. If you're watching us online for the first time, you can also let us know that in the comment section, and then visit our website's Contact Us tab and complete the inquiry form there. While you're there, please take a tour of our website to learn more about us. And if you sign up for our e-newsletter, you'll be in the know of all of our upcoming classes and events. Please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or download our app listed as Center for Spiritual Living, FL, which stands for Fort Lauderdale. And we'd love if you would reshare our post or app with your followers and friends. So at CSL, we have an intention statement, and it says who we are and how we want to be present in this world. So please join me in standing. So I ask you to stand if you can. Right now, we'll say it together, and afterwards, please greet your neighbor with a hello, a handshake, or a namaste. So CSL, Fort Lauderdale, who are we? We are a loving and diverse spiritual community dedicated to personal growth, healing, and service.
Once again, good morning, CSL family. At this time, we missed her last week, but please make welcome back Miss Maylene Sofree.
Hi guys, it's good to be back. Good to be back. Wanna hear a part of my story? I tried to hide it in glory. I swept it under the table so you would never know. Sometimes I feel like an accident. People look when they pass and then never check on the passenger. They just want the free show. Yeah, I'm constantly trying to find something that my eyes can't see. My and me, we don't get along sometimes, and it gets hard to breathe. But I wouldn't change my life and all of the crashing and burning and breaking alone now. If somebody sees me like this, then they won't feel alone now. My mind and me, It's hard to talk and feel hurt when you always feel like a burden. Don't wanna act too concerned, I know they already got. But if I pull back the curtain, then maybe someone who's hurting will be a little more certain they're not the only one lost. Yeah, I'm constantly trying to find something that my eyes can't see. My enemy. We don't get along sometimes and it gets hard to breathe. But I wouldn't change my life and all of the crashing and burning and breaking. I know now. If somebody sees me like this, then they won't feel alone now. My mind and me. My mind and me. Yeah. My mind and me. Yeah. My mind and me. It's only my mind and me. My mind and me.
Amazing. Welcome back. We missed you.
Miss y'all.
And also, welcome back, Antonio. You were gone last week, too. I think the whole team is back, so we're all here. Welcome to Center for Spiritual Living. I am Reverend Skip Jennings, Senior Minister here. It's my honor to be here and to welcome you into this beautiful space. Do me a favor right now, lock eyes with someone. Just lock eyes. And repeat after me, you are blessed, and you are a blessing. We need to be reminded of the truth of who and what we are. We're all blessed, and we are all a blessing. How y'all living today? You good? Yes. All right, love to hear it. If this is your first time here at the Center for Spiritual Living, I just want to invite you to stand up so we can give you a little bit of love. First-time guests, come on up, stand up. If this is your first time, yes. Beautiful, welcome, welcome. We bless you. And we know there's a lot of different places that you could be, and you decide to be with us and our family here. And as Reverend Tina says, make sure you get your mala beads. I love mala beads, as everyone knows. But right now, I just want to give you a blessing from my heart. And I invite all of our members and our family members here just to repeat after me. Welcome to CSL. We know who you are. You are the divine emanation of God. You are blessed and a blessing. We love you. We thank God for you. Welcome to CSL. You are truly, truly welcome. And don't forget to go to our website. You'll get more information about the classes that we do and all the activities. Make sure you connect with us and make sure you sign up for our newsletter. All right, so we had a great experience yesterday. All the practitioners came out, and we got to study meditation and readings and invocations. We came together as a group right here. So if you feel the heightened vibration, that's the practitioners. And I'm so grateful that we have a core of practitioners that hold us, they pray for us, and they are the healing hand of our community. I'm going to invite a very special practitioner to come up, who's actually our ministry assistant, who speaks here, who brings her heart here. She's going to come up and give us the selected reading for today and also our invocation. Friend Winslow, come on up.
Well, good morning. Oh, I didn't know this was a call and response, but that's okay. Today's selected reading comes from the book Meditations of the Heart by Howard Thurman and is a poem, How Good to Center Down. How good it is to center down, to sit quietly and see oneself pass by. The streets of our minds seethe with endless traffic. Our spirit resounds with clashings and noisy silences, while something deep within hungers and thirsts for the still moment and the resting lull. With full intensity we seek, ere the quiet passes, a fresh sense of order in our living, a direction, a strong, sure purpose that will structure our confusion and bring meaning in our chaos. We look at ourselves in this waiting moment, the kinds of people we are. The questions persist. What are we doing with our lives? What are the motives that order our days? What is the end of our doings? Where are we trying to go? Where do we put the emphasis, and where are our values focused? For what end do we make sacrifices? Where is my treasure, and what do I love most in life? For what end do we make I just said that, sorry. What do I hate most in life, and to what am I true? Over and over, the questions beat in upon the waiting moment as we listen, floating up through all the jangling echoes of our turbulence. There is a sound of another kind, a deeper note which only the stillness of the heart makes clear. It moves directly to the core of our being. Our questions are answered. Our spirits refreshed, and we move back into the traffic of our daily round. With the peace of the eternal in our step, how good it is to center down. So let's take that into prayer. How wonderful it is to be in this very moment, the moment of stillness, a moment in this sacred place. Knowing that right here, right now, there is just one power, one presence, one love, one light, constantly in motion, constantly moving in and through and around each and every one of us. And I recognize this essence that is alive and well in moving in and through and around each and every one of us in our unique and own divine ways. And so I just bestow a blessing today, a blessing upon those who have come to worship, whether it be here in the sanctuary, watching online, in a temple, a mosque, an ashram. May we all feel the presence of that indwelling spirit guiding us, our internal compass system. I know that we are blessed with the music from the band, harmony, love, and peace that raises the vibration in the room with sound. I know that we are blessed with the words coming from Reverend Skip, that we receive exactly what we need today as he takes us on that divine journey from our heads to our hearts. And today I bestow a special blessing upon all of those who have sustained damage from the earthquake in Morocco. May we feel their love and light. May we send our love and light to them. May they be encompassed in God's grace, filling them with love, with hope, with strength and courage. And so it is. Amen.
Thank you, Fran. That was beautiful. Hello again. So we have many activities here at CSL, and I'm just here to highlight some of those for you. But for more information and registration, please go to cslftl.org or the CSL app. We have licensed spiritual practitioners available for prayer in the sanctuary immediately after the service. Would all the practitioners please stand? If you would like prayer, please see one of these practitioners wearing a purple stole. You can also call the prayer line at 954-990-5625 or receive a prayer from the app by clicking on the prayer button. Also, we have a prayer box that is in the lobby, and all you have to do is fill out a card and place it in the box. And please Don't leave with anything heavy on your heart and receive a prayer from a practitioner today. So our youth center meets every Sunday at 10:30 a.m. and our wonderful team shares the same themes that we teach here during our service. So feel free to swing by before or after service to learn more. You are invited to join us for flow meditation and yoga, gentle yoga, Wednesdays and Fridays at 12 noon here in the sanctuary with Skip. We stretch, we become flexible. So no matter what we meet in our life, we are able to roll with what is presented to us, right? Rev Skip will be able to walk you through that practice. Our Vision Core meets next Sunday after service, and I'm just here to tell you a little bit more about that. So myself and Juan Carlos started the Vision Ministry almost 6 months ago now, and so we're just inviting you to come and participate. It's a meditative guided practice, and we get to catch the vision. What is the vision for the expansion of this community? If you love this community, if it serves you, come and participate. Be the space in which the vision gets revealed to you. And we get to hold that vision and trust the process, that there's a divine order present here, and that everything is in God, and God is revealing the steps if we but take the time. So your vision will become clear only when you look into your hearts. Who looks outside dreams, but who looks inside awakens. So join us visioning next Sunday and awaken with us. Please join Dr. Chris Michaels on another spiritual journey, this time to Thailand and Cambodia. I believe this is his first time taking people to Thailand and Cambodia, so you don't want to miss out. There are only a few spots open, so sign up today. We have a wonderful class coming up from Whence We Came. It is being taught by Judith Phelps and Pat Hanley Johnson, two amazing practitioners here at the community, and this class is a deep dive into the brilliant minds of the New Thought founders. Class begins on Wednesday, October 4th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m., and it's for 8 weeks, and the cost is $220. Lastly, CSL, please remember to visit our book stand, and you can purchase the Book of the Month and other publications for your spiritual growth. You can grab a t-shirt or two, and all proceeds help to support our CSL community. Thank you.
There was so much on my mind, searching for that peace, but the peace I could not find. So then I kneeled down to pray, pray and help me please. Then I heard you don't have to cry, 'cause I'll supply all your needs. As soon as I stopped worrying how the story ends, when I let go and I let God have His way, that's when things start happening. When I stopped looking at back then, when I let go and I let God have its way. There's so much going on, sometimes I can't find my way, and oftentimes I struggle from day to day. I have to realize that it's not my battle. It's not my battle to fight. Have to know if I put it in God's hands, everything will be all right. As soon as I stopped worrying When I let go and I let God have its way. That's when things start happening. When I stopped looking at back then, I let go and I let God have its let go and let God, let go and let God, let go, let God, whoa, let go and let God, let go and let God, my brother, let go and let God, my sister, you can't handle it, let God, whoa, 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 let God, let go and let God, oh, let go and let God, let go, let God, let go, let God, let go and let God, my brother, let go, just let God, let go, let go, let go. Soon as I stopped worrying how the story ends, when I let go and I let God have His way. That's when things start happening. When I stop looking at back then, I let go and I let God have His way.
Lord have mercy. And I truly mean that with so much respect. What they do up here every week, I said this in the prayer this morning as we gather up as a leadership team, and I said, it's very interesting how music will soften the heart so you can hear the message. Thank you, Antonio. Thank you, Maylene. Thank you, Reflections. Give them some more love, y'all. Because that is truly what we're talking about today. How do we let go and let God? How do we let go, especially in the midst of a storm? And our theme of the month is embracing our spiritual journey because, y'all, this is a journey with no destination. And if we look at what a spiritual journey is those who believe that there is something other than this body, this human incarnation, that we're on a spiritual journey. We're connected to something greater than this human incarnation, and we're on a journey. The book of the month is Meditations of the Heart by Howard Thurman. If you don't know who Howard Thurman is so incredibly deep. Howard Thurman is, it's never really talked about so much in New Thought, but I'm glad we're doing a New Thought class of the history of science of mind from whence it came. But there's a lot of people of color that was part of the pioneering of New Thought. Howard Thurman's one of them. Howard Thurman was a teacher. He taught at Harvard Divinity School. He was a poet. He was an activist. Howard Thurman was so deep, and I love this book. I love the fact that he writes in poetry, because I'm a poet myself. And I love Reverend Tina, and what you did last week. You touched my heart, Rev. You talked about how do we find peace in the midst of the storm. And I love the visual you put up there. In the middle of the storm, the storm's on the outside is craziness, and in the center it's very calm. But that is where we find the eye of the storm. We can find peace in whatever storm you are having in your life. There is peace that is available for you to have. I love the fact that Reverend Tina said we must face our fears. If we face our fears, I promise you, you can move through anything that you're going through. And the only way to face your fears is we must love more. This week we're talking about meditation, the power of centering down. If you do not know what that term comes from, I'm here to tell you. The term centering down actually comes from our enslaved ancestors. When they were in the cotton fields picking the cotton and the master used to come around and whip them, the elders would say, center down in God, prayer. We will be delivered. So that term centering down comes from our enslaved ancestors. But today we hear it. We hear centering down a lot. We hear it how we can get more grounded, the practices that brings us back to self. We release that idea of something outside of ourselves. We center down. We come back into the center of ourself. We let go of distractions, and I love that. If I can just let go of distractions and let God, can you imagine what we could do? So today we're going to look at 4 questions that I want us to really consider. Why meditation? Why centering down? The what of meditation? What does it mean to center down? The how. How do we get there? And then the when of meditation. I love that reading that Fran eloquently did. It's just a beautiful reading. I want to share with you the end of that reading that speaks everything, speaks volumes. Howard Thurman writes this: as we listen, floating up through all the jangly echoes of our turbulence, there is a sound of another kind, a deeper note which only the stillness of the heart makes clear. It moves directly to the core of our being. Our questions are answered. Our spirits refresh. We move back into the traffic of our daily rounds with the peace of the eternal in our step. How good it is to center down. Now, I love this because Howard Thurman didn't say the turbulence is going to go away. Howard Thurman didn't say that we would not have the trials and the chaos and the storms, but he said that we will walk with eternity, with God in our step. You know, when you got God in your step, you have a different movement. Your shoulders are lifted because you know you can let go because God has this. I say this quite a bit. Little Skip does nothing, but the God that's in me does everything. And when I lean into that, that is when I have my divine confidence. There's another book that I hope that you will get. It's called The Mandala of Being. And that's by Richard Moss. And the Mandala of Being talks to us about the mandalas being a compass. Hey, Jerry, let's put up that mandala. Look at the mandala. There is what I call organized chaos, very much like the eye of the storm that Reb Tina did last week. Look at that. And everything moves to the center of the mandala. Everything is drawing you into the center. In the mandala, it represents the only power that we have is in the center. It's within you because you are the center of the mandala. That is where our true peace and our true power comes from. But sometimes, and keep that mandala up, please, Jerry, sometimes we live to the right of the center, which we are blaming and shaming ourselves. And sometimes we live to the left of the mandala when we are victims and we're blaming and shaming other people and they're the cause of our problems. Sometimes we live below the center, and that is regret, the past. Sometimes we live above the center, and that is future tripping. So when you find yourself blaming and shaming and being in the future, come back to the center of the mandala because that is where the power is. How good it is to center down. So what is centering down? What is meditation? Meditation is a form of connection. And what are we connecting to? We're connecting to our higher self. We're connecting to the universal presence that is within us. And the only way we can do that is we got to settle down, be quiet, and be still and know. It is the time that we get to find clarity. Some of us are walking around asking, why am I here? Is there more to life than this? And the only way we can do that is to do something called visioning. It's something that we get to center in and find the connection of the divine that will give us our purpose and our meaning to life. See, I believe it's more than this life that we're living, but we got to settle down. Some of us are looking for direction. What is your next job? What is the next thing you're going to? Where's the next iteration of you? You will gain direction if you take the time to center down. CSL, do you hear me today? We must center down. And then we get to release stress. And stress shows up as worry, doubt, fear, anxiety. And when we settle down and we center in and we meditate, we meet the Riris. And the Riris is not a singing group. The Riris is refocus, reset, recover, renew, revitalize, re-energize. The only way we can do that is to center down. Power of meditation. This is why retreats are so important. This is why I teach retreats. Because of the fact it is our time that we retreat from the craziness of this world and we come back to ourselves. You know, David writes in Psalms, "Be still and know that I am God." And the I am is the I am that cannot be named. It's the I am that I am. Be still and know that I am God. And I'm going to add in, be still and know and remember. When we settle in and when we center up and we meditate, we remember to remember. So why meditation? Why centering in? Why coming back to ourselves? To wake up spiritually. Now, I know a lot of people say there are many reasons why we should meditate. It gives us focus. I believe that. It gives us awareness. I believe that. It strengthens our mind. I believe that. But for me, the most important reason for meditation is for me to spiritually wake up. And keep waking up, because you know what this journey is all about, y'all? We wake up, we fall asleep. We wake up, we fall asleep. We wake up, we fall asleep. And we are in this spiritual journey, and we continue to wake up. We stay awake more than we are asleep. It doesn't mean that we don't. We wake up. So why meditation for me is to spiritually grow, is to wake up, is to connect with the truth of myself. And so what is the meditation? The meditation is a practice. It's a practice. It's a practice. It's a practice. What is it, y'all? It's a practice. We must do it over and over and over again. And I'm standing in the lobby and I'm overwhelmed with joy. I'm watching people running in trying to get to meditation. I'm like, ooh, y'all. Because when I got here, there were 3 people in meditation. And now we had 40 people in meditation. I'm going to do a hallelujah shout dance right now because it's amazing to see y'all getting alive with your spiritual practices. That's why we are here, to wake up. And meditation is the gateway to everything. So what is meditation? Undistracted attention to reality. Ernest Holmes says that the big R, is the reality that there's nothing that's happening but God. It is the one power, the one presence, the one mind, the omni-activity, the omni-energy, the one. So then if there's only thing that's happening in this room right now, if I am focusing on that, that is undistracted attention to reality, that is meditation. Meditation is a present moment awakening. We can awaken in the present moment of what is happening in and as us. It is a choice to meditate, to be mindful. And I always say this, and it's very interesting. My yogis are in the house. You all know I say this all the time about how important the breath is for meditation. The meditation breath will bring you back to the now moment, because guess what? You cannot breathe in the future. You cannot breathe in the past. You can only breathe in the now moment. And from the great philosopher, RuPaul. RuPaul says this: if you have one foot in the future and one foot in the past, you are pissing on the presence. That's the truth. Because you're taking it for granted and you do not understand that it is the only power we have is in the centering down. So we talk about how do we get to meditation? What is this thing? What is the practice of meditation? This is the how, or what I call the format of meditation. You know, we get our ideas about meditation from Hollywood. Yeah, we do. We have these ideas of this person that's floating, this person that's meditating, that's levitating. That's not meditation. It is a form of meditation. But there is over 100 different ways that you can be mindful. There's a beautiful book called The Miracle of Mindfulness by Thich Nhat Hanh. And he talked about all the different ways to meditate. And I'm going to share a few of the ways that I meditate. Let's put up that list there, Jer. These are the ways I meditate on a consistent basis. I want to share with you. The first one is mindful meditation. The mindful meditation is the practice of being mindful of what is happening with us in the moment. So be mindful. Who's sitting next to you? Who's sitting in the chair with you? Be mindful of how you're breathing. Be mindful of what you're hearing. It's a mindful meditation, and we can do that any moment of the day. There's something called transcendental meditation, or TM. That is when we use a mantra. That is when we have a mantra or an affirmation that's been given to us. And we use that to center our mind, to release and go into a deep realization and relaxation. Now, here's the thing with TM. Some people will charge you $500 to get your mantra. You should not have to pay for a mantra. I'm sorry. Because you are the divine emanation of God. Therefore, you can ask God for the mantra that speaks to you, and that's your mantra. The mantra that's spoken to me was Om Namah Shivaya. It was so powerful to me, which means I pay homage to Lord Shiva lives within me, and Shiva breaks down all the things that no longer serves us so that we can build the true nature of who and what we are. It was so powerful. It's one of my tattoos right here. Om Namah Shivaya. It's a reminder. In the morning, I will sit here and say this maybe 108 times to release what no longer serves, to release what no longer serves. Loving kindness meditation, also known as the metta meditation, where you can sit down and you just contemplate love, compassion, and kindness. And it must begin with yourself, because if you are not loving yourself, how can you love somebody else? So we sit, we meditate. What would it feel like to just be fully loved and fully accepted and fully blessed? What would that feel like? Close your eyes for a moment. I just want you to connect with the time that you felt fully loved. Connect with the time you felt compassion for yourself. And sometimes in this loving meditation, you just touch your heart. And then we get to meditate on how can I share this love and compassion with the world. You can open up your eyes now. One I do on a daily basis is called the body scan meditation. The reason why the body scan meditation, I'll start from my ankles and work my way up to my shins, into my knees, into my back, into my shoulders. I do a body scan meditation because I have had 2 back surgeries, and the second back surgery ended up being a third back surgery because I was septic. I went septicemia. I had septicemia. I almost died. I was 24 hours from dying. And then I realized how important, because I was not in my body. And I was working way too much, and I was there sitting, I was not in my body. I realized how important a body meditation scan is. See, when we're awake and aware of the dis-ease we're experiencing, then we know how to pray for the wholeness to show up in the dis-ease. God's calling, but not right now. The Zen meditation, also known as Zazen, it is where we sit and we just contemplate thoughts that are going through our heads without attachment. See, that is a Buddhist way of living. Can you live without attachment? Buddha taught us attachment will equal suffering. So how do we live without attachment? Can you see your thoughts going in and out and not attached to them? Vipassana meditation is when you sit for hours and hours and hours. When you go to Vipassana meditation, you can sit for 10 hours straight. Sometimes it's 10 to 20 days. It is also called the insight meditation because you're gaining insight. You're sitting and you want insight about your work, about your job, about your life, about your relationships. A guided meditation. I work for a meditation app called Insight Timer. And Insight Timer is a lot of guided meditations where the teacher will guide you on an experience, a spiritual experience, so you can have your own divine awakening. Go to Insight Timer. It's a beautiful way to meditate. Then the chakra meditation, we're going to do that today. The chakra meditation is that we have 7 major chakras, and it is pronounced chakra versus chakra. Chakra meditation is energy zone. So there's parts of our body that is represented by energy wheel of energies. You have your grounding, you have your emotions, solar plexus, this is your vitality. You have your heart, divine love. You have your throat, communication, your first eye, third eye, your crown chakra. And when we tap into the chakra system, we can realize where we feel off balance. So we do a clearing, we do a way of connecting with the chakra system, releasing anything that's holding us back. Another meditation I love to do is a walking meditation. And some of you have been in my meditation classes where we just walk the whole entire CSL. When you do a walking meditation, which I learned from Thich Nhat Hanh, we slow down. We feel what it feels to actually walk step by step, breath by breath. Most of us walk to our car not realizing that we're walking. So a man came to Buddha and said to Buddha, what do you Buddhists do? And Buddha said, we sleep. We sleep, and I'm sorry, but you know what? I'm going to continue to talk. And we sleep, yes. And if you don't, obviously there's something that needs to be said. So when we walk, we know we're walking. When we sleep, we know we're sleeping. When we eat, we know we're eating. So the man said to Buddha, I walk, I sleep, I eat. And Buddha said, well, when we sleep, we sleep. When we walk, we walk. When we eat, we eat. And then there is the candle gazing meditation, where you can sit and you can simply gaze at a candle. Forms of meditation. Your body movement meditation, what you do all the time, the yoga and the Tai Chi. And there is the breath meditation. Right now, I want everyone in this room to center ourselves. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through our nostrils. Inhale. And a big exhale. Let's do that again. Take a deep breath in. And a big exhale. Knowing how you breathe is a way to center ourselves. It is the breath meditation. The next meditation is contemplative meditation, where we ask a question and we allow Spirit to download within us what we need to hear. And then the visioning. When you want direction, you must go to God. You must ask Spirit. And sometimes we ask questions like, what is God's highest idea for my life? What must I release to let go of? What must I become? What must I embrace? And as we are visioning, we are expecting a question to be answered. When you're creating your practice, for the next 30 days, I want you to commit with me that you will practice for 30 days. Some people say it's 21 days. I say it's 30 days. 30 days to create a practice. Maybe you might put into your phone a reminder, God is all there is. It's time to meditate. Maybe you might just take a time that you can find your place in the morning and meditate every morning. Create a practice. And then when you're creating a practice, if this is your first time going back to meditation, set a timer. Maybe you start off with 1 minute. Maybe you go to 10 minutes, and maybe you expand. Be kind and compassionate with yourself when you're creating a practice. CSL, are you with me? Yes. Then my job is done, and so it is. No. Thank you. Thank you. And you know one thing? I was 15 minutes ahead. I was into 15 minutes. He didn't get the last 5 minutes of my talk. So, here's the thing, and I'm so glad that happened because this morning I was triggered. I was triggered by a couple things in my own personal life, and I realized that Spirit was saying, you're going to be triggered. If you are doing what you're called to do on this planet, people are not going to like you. They're not going to want to go with you, but those aren't the people that are going to follow you. So I'm here to say, if you thought I talked too long, wow. Okay, so I bless you and I honor you and I thank God for you because I'm getting stronger. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. And I only have one more talk to do here as a senior minister. So there you go. Breathe. All right, y'all, this is our time for the law of giving. This is the time that we get to celebrate who and what we are with giving. I'm going to ask all of our ushers to come up with the baskets. We're going to pass the baskets in the house. And at home, this is a time that you can give as well. See, the law of circulation says this: we shall receive as we give, we shall give as we receive. So we're passing the baskets. And at home, you can go to our website, CSLFTL.org, and you can hit that give button as well so you can be blessed. And we want to thank all our TPL members. Our TPL members are those who give on a constant basis every month. And in that freedom, you don't have to worry about it. Your blessing is going to happen. So join our TPL program. All right, let's go within. Let's pray this place up. Let's take a moment. And I just give thanks for this community. I give thanks for every moment that we get to grow together. We get to expand together. We get to remember that God is all that there is. We get to remember that we are divine emanations of love, of oneness. We are a divine emanation of truth. And the truth is that we are abundant, we are prosperous, and we're filled with infinite possibilities. And as we give from our hearts, we know that we are blessed and we are a blessing. So I give thanks for all the money that's coming through the door that will be transmuted into energy for our ministries, energy for our social events, energy for paying our bills. We know it is done in God. So I give thanks, and I simply allow all this to be, and so it is. Amen. Go out and multiply. Thank you.
Take time to get away, free your mind and fly away. Take time to get away,
this heart. So much pressure keeps you running high. Yeah. Get tired of the days passing you by. Oh, you want a fun place to escape. It's your life. You gotta do whatever it takes.
Take time to get away. Free your mind and fly away. Take time to get away. Free your mind and fly away. Take time to get away. Free your mind and fly away. Take time to get away. Free your mind and fly away. Take time to get away. Free your mind and fly away. Take time to get away. Free your mind and fly away.
Oh, yes, it's time to free your mind and fly away. Yes. Oh, we are going to do a little meditation. Thank you. Thank you, Andrew. Everyone give Andrew some love. He supports us. We always talk about Jerry and Jerry this, and we love Jerry, but Andrew supports us as well, and thank you for all the work you bring and what you do here. We're going to do a chakra meditation, and right now all my chakras are firing up. And it's just like, ooh, do you feel grounded? Do you feel your emotions? Yes, I feel my emotions right here. When you're feeling grounded, you feel connected to the earth, and sometimes you don't. So it is the root chakra that is asking for attention. And here is where your emotions and intimacy, where you feel intimate in the space that you're in, that's your solar plexus chakra. It's also where you want to feel intimate with someone else, with your creative forces comes from this area. Above this is called the solar plexus, and this is where your energy, when your energy is low, you can let's do that right now, just tap on your solar plexus, and you can feel the energy that's flowing through your body if you're dealing with healing issues, and just feel it. Feel that right there. Feel it now, yeah. Good. And that heats up the area, and your body requires heat for healing. And then when you are not feeling divine love, we go to the heart chakra, and that's where we feel compassion, love, and unconditional love. So we can imagine what that feels like in our heart. That's why we hold on to that area there. And then your throat chakra is your communication, where you can have clear communication to spirit and spirit to you, and you speak clear communication to others. And then what we have is the third eye, and I've been calling this the first eye because we are spiritual beings first. And from this first eye, we get to tap into our divine intuition. We'll know what to do and what to say. And the last chakra is the crown chakra, and that's what we're going to focus on today. This is when you know your divine self, when you're connected to spirit from the top of your head, and you feel and you connect with your consciousness. And meditation is waking up to this crown chakra area. It starts off with the color violet, and then when all the chakra systems are firing up, it turns white. The aura becomes white. So I want everyone to go within. Go ahead and close your eyes. And every chakra is connected to a tonality, a mantra, a sound. And the sound will elevate the clearing of that area. So you might not feel connected to your divine self, or maybe you do, and maybe you want it to be elevated. So our focus today in meditation is your divine self. And your divine self shows up as love, as joy, oneness, prosperity, abundance, power, grace, joy, unity, creativity, beauty. These are the qualities of the divine that shows up for, as, and with all of us. So choose one quality of your divine self. Allow to elevate your consciousness with love, joy, oneness, beauty, prosperity, compassion, kindness. This is your true nature. Let's take a deep breath in through our nostrils and exhale through our mouth. And we listen to this chant that my brother Antonio wrote.
Every day, every day, every day, every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day.
God is all around me.
Every day, every day, every day, every day.
God is all around me. God is all around me.
So how good it is just to connect with the energy that is our life. This is a time that we can be awake and aware when we feel out of balance. When the wheel energy feels blocked. When it feels stagnant. When it feels out of alignment, out of balance. And it is just a feeling. Because the truth is that we are in divine order. Everything that has happened today is in order. From the music to us being in these chairs, it is in divine order, divinely created for us to wake up, to remember our truth. And as we tap into this energy field, it is divine. There's nothing that's happening outside of the presence of God. Everything, our desirables and undesirable experiences. So we get to let go and let God have its way. Knowing today that we shall rise up in our consciousness, that we may be a beneficial presence of love on this planet. So everyone who comes through that door will feel love. And as we grow, and as we awaken, we become warriors for love. This is our true calling. This is why we're here. So I give thanks. I give thanks for every experience. Today is a day to remember, to remember, to remember, to stop, to be still, to remember, to remember, to remember the only thing that's happening is God. So I give thanks. And I simply allow all this to be. And so it is. Amen. Thank you, CSL. Thank you for being here today. It was truly a wonderful service. And thank you for taking your time and being here and all the wonderful things that are happening. Next week, Fran is teaching. Fran will be up next week. And I'm very, very grateful. And we have wonderful things coming up in October. We're going to have a slew of ministers coming through. I'll be back October 22nd. Dr. Chris is going to be October 1st. We have Reverend Tina teaching. We have Fran Winslow. I always want to call you Reverend Fran. Not yet, 2 more years. But we have a lot of great things that's going to be in October. I'm going to be back on the 22nd. We're going to have a wonderful October coming up, and we still have September. Don't forget, we have some classes that are coming up, very important. To know our history, we have to get into classes. Judith and Pat Hanley Johnson, she's one of our new practitioners, will be assisting Judith Phelps from whence we came. It's the history of New Thought. Thank you, brother. I just want thank you so much. And then we also have Entrepreneurs started last Wednesday, and it's still happening. Not too late. You can still join. We'll get you all the information you need for Spiritual Entrepreneur. So make sure you get into our classes, sign up for our website, for our newsletter. We have much more coming up for the end of the year and into the new year as well. Don't forget yoga. Come to yoga. Wednesday and Fridays, come to yoga. So y'all have an affirmation. You're sitting on it, so let's stand up and let's grab the affirmation. And repeat after me, line by line, with enthusiasm and gusto. Are you ready? Here we go. Today I transform my life with the power of meditation. And so it is. Let us remember this together. There is only but one power, one presence, and one mind. That is the activity of God. That is God itself. That is the universal presence. That is our life. We're living and moving, having our beingness in God. That is it. So I declare this has been a beautiful service. And as we take in the power of meditation, of centering down, we will know what to say, when to say it, how to say it. We will be guided. And we will show this love energy that is coming through as our consciousness. This is what I know. This is why we're here. So I give thanks for this. And so it is. Amen. At home, we're going to be back here next week, 10:30, same time. And everyone else, we're going to finish out our service with This Is My Wish. Peace and blessings, everyone. Be well and be blessed.
This is my wish for the world. every boy and girl. This is the time, a time for harmony. Let love be the song that everybody sings. Fill the air with joyful noise. Ring the bells and raise your voice. Let there be peace on earth. Peace on earth. Lift your light and let it shine. Shine, shine, shine. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth. Whoa, oh, 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 yeah. Peace on earth. Oh, 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 yeah. Peace on earth. Fill the air with joyful noise. Ring the bells and raise your voice. Let there be peace on earth. Peace on earth. Lift your light and let it shine. Shine, shine, shine. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth.
Happy Sunday, CSL.
Have a wonderful week.
Thank you for taking part in today's live stream. Your participation means so much to us. Remember, there's several ways to give. Click on the donate button here on Facebook or donate at our homepage, cslftl.org. There's also a regular giving program called TPL, where you can set up a monthly contribution. You'll find details on our webpage, cslftl.org. Here's a great way to stay in touch with CSL Center for Spiritual Living. Our brand new app is available in the App Store under Center for Spiritual Living, FL, and that's Florida. Stay in touch, and thank you again for participating in our live stream. We'll see you soon.